Hello, backpackers, hikers, adventure seekers. Welcome to the first video that we're posting in a new series we're calling Doug and Olga's Adventures. Our adventures were pretty numerous in 2017, but the first one we're going to post was our trip down the John Muir Trail. We're calling it the Doug and Olga's John Muir Trail Golden Ticket Adventure. Why Golden Ticket? Well, those of you that have tried to get a permit for the John Muir Trail in recent years know that it's very difficult to get. We put in 21 days straight for the permit and finally got it on the 21st day, which meant we started on September 5th and exited Whitney Portal on the 29th of September. During the trip we summited Half Dome and Mount Whitney, along with all of the 11 passes on the trail. So with that, I'm going to let you go on to the video. It's a little over an hour. I apologize for the length, but it was difficult to get rid of some of those beautiful pictures. The next in the series we're going to do is our trip to Africa and our ascent of Mount Kilimanjaro in October. With that, I'm going to let you go. Enjoy the video. Let us know what you think. On the hike. Yes, yes. All right. Hey everybody, here we are. Day one finally has arrived. We're at Half Dome Village with our tent over here, and we are fully packed and we're ready to get on the trail. Mile 0, and we're just going to go as far as Little Yosemite Valley today because you have to camp there the first day. And then we're going to get ready for a double ascent tomorrow to do both Half Dome and Clouds Rest. So we have the golden ticket, yay!
And today is September 5th.
Exactly. And what are your thoughts on this hiking partner?
I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
She was saying earlier that she was very excited and what were you saying? Nervous too.
Yeah, a little bit because my pack is too big. I don't think it's 40 pounds. I think it's much more than that.
Okay.
And
yeah, I think it might be a little more than that. I'm coming in at about 48 pounds. we're carrying a few luxuries, so we
Well.
intend to enjoy ourselves.
And we gotta eat that food.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it for the opening video log. We'll chat with you again soon.
Morning.
Okay, good morning. And it is day 2. We're camped at Sunrise Campground. Being a little quiet. Most people are still asleep. We're up. We're at mile 5 today. We're headed to do, hopefully, the plan is to do a double ascent of Half Dome and Clouds Rest, and then back to the campground. I think we're up for it.
Yeah, I think so.
When we wake up, that is. Well, that's about it. Goodbye for now. Hey, good evening. It's end of day 2. This morning, I think I called this Sunrise Camp. It's actually Little Yosemite Valley.
Not awake yet.
Yeah, we weren't awake. We did originally say we thought we might do both Half Dome and Clouds Rest. As it turned out, thunderstorms started rolling in, and that's our excuse. I think we were just a little bit, tired.
Overly ambitious. Yeah.
But so tomorrow's another day. We're here in camp. We've had our dinner, and now we're having a little hot chocolate, and so it's a beautiful day. It's nice and warm. And I thought Half Dome was amazing. We were so lucky. It's been a lot of fires in the area, so it's been very smoky. But this morning, the winds and the rain the previous night made it a beautiful ascent. Number 4 for Olga.
Yeah, it was probably the hottest.
My first. So.
We had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, we always love talking to people on the way up and on the way down as they pass, and it's all. But I'll tell you, it's definitely more fun when you're on the way down and trying to encourage them to make it. So, anyway, it's been a great day, and we're looking forward to. Well, maybe not so much looking forward to, but we do have a big day tomorrow. We're going to try to do minimum of 9 miles, and then. Preferably more like 13 to 15, but we'll see how the day goes. With that, good night. Hey, good morning. It's day 3 on the JMT, Olga and Doug. We are just packed up, getting ready to leave Little Yosemite Valley. We plan to reach at least Sunrise Camp, and hopefully a bit farther. Feel pretty good this morning, so we'll see how the day goes, but the pack still feels just as heavy as yesterday, so I don't know, but I am feeling pretty good physically, so it is only day 3, and it's a beautiful morning. Sunshine came up shining on Half Dome. It was pretty warm, and we had a great breakfast, ready to hit the trail. Let's make some miles. So here we are, end of day 3. We're at Sunrise High Sierra Camp. You can see behind me the beautiful meadow and the mountains. So I guess this would put us, I'm not sure what mile it is. I'll have to look that up. It was a tough day. A lot of.
sound tired.
Olga says I sound tired. Well, yeah. Anyway, tomorrow, this is the end of day 3. Tomorrow we are going to head on over past Tuolumne. I'm not sure how far we'll go tomorrow. We're going to probably need to up the mileage a little bit. So anyway, it was an interesting day, like a 4,000 feet rise, and it was a lot of work. So the one thing I would comment for those of you who watched the video is that Little Yosemite Valley, I know I loved that campsite. It had a great swimming hole with a sandy beach and everything, so very well done. One of the things I noticed on the hike coming up through was the burnt out forest. It was almost like being on another planet. All the blackened trees for miles and miles. You couldn't see anything else. And then we finally made it up to the top of the rise, and nothing but beautiful green trees again. And as you can see, the green meadow behind me. So beautiful day. We're glad to be on the John Muir Trail. End of day 3, and we're still surviving. Goodbye. Hey, good morning. Day 4, and we are packed and ready to go. We spent the night at Sunrise High Sierra Camp. It was a great camp with a great view of the meadow, and we had a beautiful moon last night. We're pumped and ready to go. Today we go to Tuolumne Meadows and hopefully get a burger.
I can't wait.
And how do you feel this morning?
Feel great, no blisters, so it's
Yeah,
a good
me either.
sign.
No blisters, a little bit of pain in one of my hips, but other than that, feeling pretty good this morning. So hopefully it stays that way. All right, see you down the trail. Hey, it's Doug and Olga on the JMT day 5 beginning. We got lucky last night. We got to Tuolumne Meadows and decided we would go get something to eat at the Tuolumne Meadows Lodge, and turned out they had a tent cabin available, and so we showered and washed clothes and had a nice meal, met some nice people. And are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Donahue passed today, so we'll see how we go, and hopefully we make it up and over. But that's about it for this video log. Take care. Yeah, good morning. It's here we are on the John Muir Trail, Doug and Olga. It's day 6. We're at mile 37. Yesterday was a grueling day. We decided to try to make it all the way from Tuolumne Meadows Lodge over Donahue Pass and find a camping spot after that. It was already starting to get dark. The sun had gone down by the time we found a spot, but it did turn out to be a beautiful spot. You can see the mountains behind me. We're on a meadow fairly near a creek, so we had good water, a good flat spot, and we're going to be heading on down the trail. Today we're going to try to get from here down to, I forgot, Olga, which lake is it? Oh, Resupply Lake, which is about 13.5 miles. So that's the plan for today. How are you feeling, Olga, after that grueling day yesterday?
No words. I mean, it was very beautiful, but very tired.
Yeah, that was one thing that we did seem really kind of take notice of, was how beautiful the scenery was on the way up. It's just absolutely breathtaking. But Donahue Pass, going up from the lodge, you get about 8.5 miles flat, and then it goes, pretty much all stairs all the way up until you get to the top. It's about 3.5 or 4 miles to the top once it stops being flat. So it's a tough day, but you know, some people were breezing right up it, but we're starting to get conditioned, but still a little sore today. So anyway, I'll let you go. We'll head on down the trail. Time to make some miles. Day 7 on the John Muir Trail, Doug and Olga's Golden Adventure. I came up with that name. She probably wouldn't agree. Olga wasn't feeling well last night, so we're trying to buck her up a little this morning, and because we got to get on down the trail. We are at mile 46 right now. We're camped next to Garnett Lake. Beautiful scenery. The sun's just starting to hit the mountains. It was not as cold last night as it was the night before, so that was a good thing. But Olga wasn't feeling well during the night, so didn't sleep. Anyway, one thing I wanted to add about yesterday was that it took us longer to get here than what we had anticipated, but mainly it was because every time you turned a corner there was something new and more beautiful than before. So I mean, it's just like crazy beautiful. So this section of the JMT, many say, is the most beautiful. So it was just an incredible day. And then we got here to Garnett Lake and set up camp, and now we got to head on down the trail, make some miles. We're going to be going mostly lower altitude today, headed toward Devil's Post Pile, and we'll camp there a few miles away from Red's Meadows, and then we'll go in early Red's Meadows to have kind of a down day and recuperate at Red's Meadows and Resupply. So anyway, that's it. Signing off for now. again. It's Doug and Olga on the golden ticket trip from Yosemite Valley to Mount Whitney. We're just in the late afternoon of day 8. Yesterday we traveled from Garnett Lake to Minaret Falls, which is only about 4 miles from our resupply point at Red Meadows. Let's see, we also got up this morning. It rained really hard last night, big thunderstorms. Olga slept right through it, but she hadn't been sleeping, so that's a good thing. But I mean, really big thunderclaps and rain pounding on the tent, and she was just sleeping.
I didn't know.
Continuing to sleep, so, but that's a good thing. Anyway, this morning we got up, packed up wet, and came on into Red's Meadow, where we're currently at, and we're doing resupply. But they happen to have a cabin open and available, so we decided to wash everything. We have a cabin with a shower, and
Yeah, we really needed a shower and clean clothes.
yeah, so we thought, well, let's start out the next segment of the trail with all fresh stuff. So we did. We went ahead and rented a cabin for the night, and I had a big old patty melt, and Olga had a double cheeseburger, and so that was wonderful too. Very cold beer here at Red's Meadows, so I would highly recommend it. Right now we're just in the cabin doing, laundry and stuff, but thought we'd kind of update you on where we're at. And tomorrow we're going to head down. We're going to probably take a fairly easy day tomorrow, around 7 miles. And then our plan is to be at VVR Resort on Lake Edison on the 16th. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. Anything you wanted to add? You had
No.
just been pretty incredibly beautiful.
Yeah.
Every time you make a turn, it's like something even more beautiful. This morning we walked through Devil's Post Pile on our way to Red's Meadows, and it was just phenomenal. Red's Meadows has treated us very well so far. Again, highly recommended for resupply. And that's it for today. All right. Bye-bye. You see the one that just bounced into the block? Hey, it's Doug and Olga on the John Muir Trail. Let's see, day 8? 9. I think it's day 9. Well, I guess we got a little bit, ahead of ourselves because we spent the night at Red's Meadows and had a little bit of luxury of shower and clean up, and it was our resupply, so we had to get all our gear situated last night, and had breakfast there this morning and then headed out. So we're on the trail. At the moment we're at Crater Creek. We're at about mile 63 or so, and headed to Deer Creek to set up camp. So anyway, just a brief update, and you all take care. So what's happening here, Olga?
Oh my God, it must be hail. I can see it. It's crazy. I hope Dad is holding up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so much for our dry hands.
Yeah, good evening. Day 9, just a wrap up of day 9. We managed to get to exactly the point we wanted to camp. It was a beautiful sunny afternoon, but the minute we got camp set up, it started raining like cats and dogs. And then it changed to hail. Fortunately, it was small hail, but anyway, it was a miserable, wet afternoon, but then I got a fire going, and let's see if I can flip it around here. Yeah, well, it's not working, so anyway, I'll turn it around here. You can see the fire going. Yes. But, so Olga's over there. You can see her background. Anyway, successful evening. It stopped raining. It's clearing off. And I managed to get a roaring fire going. So we're enjoying that. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, all you trail walkers, this is Doug and Olga on the Golden Ticket John Muir Trail adventure, day 10, end of the day. I didn't do a morning log, I forgot, so it's been a pretty grueling day. We did 12 miles today, went from Deer Creek to, I don't know, it's, we're past, we're up to about mile 77. So we did about 12 miles. So we got about another 11 and a half tomorrow to get to VVR Resort. It was incredibly beautiful today, but it was pretty grueling. I've got blisters on both feet. Olga had an earlier bout with what we think was altitude sickness, but because we went back down again and then spent a couple of days before going back up again, you know, it has passed. So that's good news. We can keep on trucking. We're looking forward tomorrow to going to VVR Resort. We hike into Lake Edison Campground near the ferry landing and tomorrow, and then we'll spend the night. And then we'll take the 9:45 a.m. ferry across Lake Edison to VVR Resort. We have a little cabin reserved there for the night. There's supposed to be a barbecue on Saturday. We're looking forward to having a day off and getting some laundry done and all those kinds of things. Anyway, Olga, you got anything to add? Did I miss anything? Oh, didn't miss anything. Olga's
Yes.
having
Happy trails.
a happy trail. She's having a shot of rum there. So
Yes,
anyway,
I am.
we have a fire going. It's quite wonderful, and it's a great time. We're right next to a stream, and it's all good. So take care. Talk to y'all soon. Now come back this way, so because it gets deeper straight across. This way, toward me. Otherwise, you're going to go through that deeper part there. All right, good job, Olga, across Evolution Creek. Hello everyone, day 15. I've been a little lazy about making my videos. I don't know, the circumstances just didn't seem to be right. Anyway, today's day 15. We did what, about 11 miles, Olga?
Yep, and a half.
Okay. About 11 and a half miles. We resupplied at Muir Trail Ranch, spent the night there, and then from there came to McClure Meadow. We came to just beyond the ranger station. Got a nice fire going, had a nice meal, and we're getting ready to get some rest. It's a tiring, long day. I think it's cumulative though from yesterday. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to go up over Muir Pass and camp somewhere on the other side. So that's it for now. Take care. Happy trails. Oh, this is a postscript, day 15. Olga had crossed Evolution Creek today, and she's had a few shoes off, some water sandal crossings, but let's hear about today. Olga?
Well, today was great, but that would be our number 4 wet crossing. Probably one of the widest, but not the deepest. We've done some above the knee crossings, and it's all good. Now I'm just eating Nutella out of the jar and enjoying the fire. That's all.
Hey, good morning. It's day 16 on the trail, 20th of September. We camped last night at McClure Meadows near the ranger station. Today it's Muir Pass, so it's going to be a long day. We've already hiked a couple of miles this morning. Got up and on the trail by 8. We hiked a couple miles, and now we've got about 7.5 miles to the summit. So, how are you feeling this morning, Olga?
Extremely cold. It was so cold.
Yeah, it was very cold last night. Looked by my little cheap thermometer, it looked like it was about 31 degrees last night. But sun's up now, and it's already up to about 50, so had to take off the puffy jacket and take the quick stop to get down to hiking weight or clothing, and up we go. Still on track to exit on the 29th. All right, take care. Happy trails. Hey, backpackers. Here we are in the Muir Pass hut, whatever they're going to call it now. I heard some people said they were renaming it now because it's now on the National Registry. But they're changing the plaque outside and everything. So anyway, we made it to the top. And we're beat already, and it's supposed to be a chance of snow tonight at about midnight, so it'd be good if we could get far enough down the hill to have a fire. Got to be below 10,000, so that's about 4 more miles. So anyway, happy trails. Hello, hikers. Doug and Olga's golden ticket trip on the John Muir Trail. My left eye is a little puffy from last night. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video because I got to tell you what's been happening. It's been crazy. It was like 12 degrees last night.
Oh my goodness. Actually, yeah, I wore everything I have.
So we've got to go back a little bit in time, rewind. A day before yesterday, we were coming off of Muir Pass. And by the way, Muir Pass is the worst pass.
So far, we think it's going to be the worst ever.
Yeah. So we were coming off of Muir Pass, and we were getting reports from everyone on the trail that, oh yeah, it's going to snow tonight. We're like, nah. When we left VVR, it was all sunny forecast. Anyway, sure enough, we did force ourselves to get down below the 9,800 foot level so we could have a fire. But around 3 a.m. it started dumping snow, and we had about, I would guess about 4 inches of snow. So it was a bit of a tough morning yesterday, just shoveling out, getting up and packing up. We didn't get on the trail till about noon. So only made about half the mileage we should have. We're at about mile 140 now. We found a really good protected campsite because the reports, it was actually snowing as we were setting up a camp around 4:30 yesterday. It did snow again last night, although it's not much accumulation. But the good news is it is now bright, blue sky, no clouds, and sunny. The ranger we passed said it would be that it was going to be a warming trend now, so we're hopeful. Today we're going to just make up what we should have done yesterday and go to Palisade Lakes and be prepared for the multiple summits to finish. We did have an extra day built into the schedule, so we're still on track. And now we're having a little coffee, and and we'll be on the trail shortly. All right, happy trails. Hello hikers, it's Doug and Olga's Golden Ticket Adventure down the John Muir Trail. Gosh, I don't even know which day it is anymore.
Since we
Olga?
have 5 left.
Mm-hmm. So we should, we have night. This is day 19. Close enough. We are now at mile 168. We just crossed the suspension bridge and we are camped right near it. So it's been an interesting few days. So many people have turned back today. We thought we were the only people on the trail because of the 2 snowstorms a couple of days ago. Everyone bailed out through Bishop's Pass, and we decided to stick it out and at least make it as far as Palisade Lakes and make a decision, and we did then go ahead and go over Mather Pass, and then today we did Pinchote. So only 2 passes to go before Whitney, and so tomorrow is Glen Pass. Olga, anything you want to add?
No. I mean,
how are you
I feel
feeling?
good. Oh, I feel great, except for my hands. There's a mystery illness going on. Douglas thinks that I burnt them with Purell.
Yeah, I think it's an allergic reaction to Purell myself. But in any event, we'll take her off that for a couple of days and see if it clears up. And it's been good so far. So only a few more days now. The weather forecast, latest weather forecast we got is it's supposed to be increasing in temperature over the next 2 to 3 degrees over the next few days. And we're having a roaring fire and you know, some hot drinks, and gonna have dinner soon. So with that, I'll wrap it up. Happy trails.
There's something about a campfire that makes me feel at home, that takes me to a peaceful place and warms me to my bones. It draws a glowing circle and keeps me safe inside. There's something about a campfire that makes me feel alright. A campfire has a power in its presence, warm and bright. It chases out the darkness and fills its place with light. Its warmth is like a blanket that guards against the night. There's something about a campfire that makes me feel alright. Campfire tells a story, it's one I love to hear. The light describes a perfect truth, unchanging through the years. The warmth tells of a gracious love for all who care to hear. There's something about a campfire that takes away my fear.
Hello, campers, backpackers, John Muir Trail folks. It's Doug and Olga's Golden Ticket Adventure. We are now at day 22, the finish of day 22. We're in the tent at Guitar Lake, mile 208, 205. And tomorrow we tackle Mount Whitney. That'll be the end. We will have finished the JMT. It's been tough, really cold. We already talked about the snow we had a couple of days, and then on top of that, it's been just very windy and cold. Sometimes we get good sun during the day, but that barely gets you warm, and only when you're hiking. So it's been kind of tough, don't you think?
Yes. Yeah.
Plus Olga got into some poison oak.
Oh my God.
And her hands have been
all blistered. I'm not gonna show it here because it looks scary.
Yeah. But that's made it very hard for her as well. So it's been extra hard for her and pretty hard for me too. But, we're excited. We're about to finish the JMT. We're going to be on top of Mount Whitney tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then out to Whitney Portal the next morning. So anyway, that's the end of the video log for today. Happy trails. Okay, happy trails. It's Doug and Olga's Golden Ticket Adventure. We are now complete with the JMT. We are on top of Mount Whitney now. As you can see behind me, some mountains there. We're very excited about being on the top and being completed. 211 miles. How do you feel about that, Olga?
Accomplished.
It was very tough. As I said in my last video, Olga had some poison oak on her hands, and it just made for a brutal 5 or 6 days, and still not gone, but a little better today. Anyway, we're on top of Mount Whitney. It's day 23. We're going to go about halfway down or so and spend the night, and then out to Whitney Portal for our pickup. So awesome. All right, happy trails, everybody. I think you need to do this too. Take care.